All right, what's up, everybody? So we are on the fifth episode of the third season of Attack on Titan. Actually, at the time I'm recording this, I think the season 4B, the second half of the last season, right, started airing. I've been hearing people kind of talk about, and again, I try to stay away from any spoilers, right? But I've been hearing people talk about that. There's apparently, at the moment at least, while I'm recording this, there seems to be some type of speculation going on or a theory that there could be like a movie at the very end of the show, because it's only going to be like 12 episodes, and apparently some people figured that like that's not enough to actually wrap everything up. And so there's been these theories or these rumors about a movie already for a while. And now they seem to be even more substantial. That would be interesting, because that means that, I don't think that movie is coming anytime soon yet necessarily. So by the time I'm finally caught up with you all, I might still have to wait myself, but I probably deserve that, because it feels kind of like a privilege to be able to binge something like this, or watch it without any wait having to be there in between the episodes, right? But nonetheless, we are going to get into, like I said, episode 5 of season 3 here. And I don't know, I've been really enjoying this season so far, even though the direction has been very different and quite interesting. For the first time in the history of me watching Attack on Titan, I feel like I have a pretty decent overview of what is going on and what we're actually doing. And honestly, that just makes me think right now that I'm just waiting for the big plot twist or for the big event that's going to turn this entire story around. Because I feel like undoubtedly that's going to happen at some point, right? But at the moment, the current objective, of course, is relatively simple. Like I said, we're trying to get the truth out there, and we're trying to get more people on our side, whether that's in the military police, with the one dude with the strange haircut, right, and the roommate of Annie previously, or whether it's kind of the civilians who are, trying to convince about, all the, I guess about being trapped. We're trying to convince them that they're being trapped in this lie, essentially, right? When it comes to Historia being the rightful heir, the son of the Reeves guy who got killed, of course. We had a lot of people witness that. And now there's going to be this ceremony or something like that where Erwin is sort of being confronted with the king. I don't know what they're going to do there. Again, it seems to be that they're going to try and get him hanged. And, like the military police is trying to get the survey corps completely disbanded, or what's it called? It's... I don't know. I will say this. I feel a little bit nervous for Erwin, because he is getting a lot of screen time this season. Of course, we are focusing now on kind of his backstory as well with his dad. And again, I've been theorizing about the dad that and I'm kind of feeling pretty sure about that prediction, that dad, he was the guy that we saw on top of the Beast Titan, because he just looked exactly like it. Yeah, man, but again, learning so much about Erwin right now, and he's seemingly playing such a vital role at the moment, I'm like, oh god. I don't know, I get tense, because it makes me think that something might happen to him, you know what I mean? Especially now that he's supposedly he might get hanged or whatever, right? I mean, yeah, the logical thing would be that they managed to rescue him in time, right? Or my kind of ongoing theory now for the upcoming episode has been that people are gonna really start exposing this whole thing there right in front of everybody while that thing is taking place or whatever. But I'm just like, damn, dude, what if it goes wrong? Again, I'm kind of waiting for that. I'm literally just waiting for that event that's going to make everything go in a completely different direction than we had figured, right? And so I'm kind of dreading it. I'm not going to lie, but maybe I'm completely off on that. I just hope that I am. So with that being said, I think I've basically said it all. Let's just get into this episode, of course. But of course, if you enjoy my reactions to this show, you can already watch the next 5 episodes over on my Patreon, which is linked on top of the description. Early access is there, all my OVA reactions, full-length reactions if you want to watch the entire episodes along with me. But for now, let's actually get into this episode, which I see is called Reply. Here we go. Oh, they're literally getting it ready, dude. I think it's exactly gonna play out the way I said. I'm just genuinely wondering what the actual outcome will be. Because I sense a Game of Thrones moment coming up, dude.
内戦の開始を意味します。ウォールシーネの壁を破るのは巨人ではなく、ウォールローゼの住民である可能性はゼロではありません。ウォールマリア奪還、行き詰まった人類の未来を切り開くにはそれしかありません。相手の懐に飛び込むのは我々調査兵団の役目。引き下がるのみでは何の解決にもなりません。それともこの状況を打破する何かしらの秘策があるのでしょうか。
That king guy always looks like he's completely not impressed.
壁内の未来を話し合うためではないし、殺人という単純な罪を犯したせいでもない。
Okay.
人類憲章第6条、これに対する重大違反だ。
Oh god.
そう。再三にわたるエレン・イェーガーの引き渡し拒否。これは十分に人類憲章に抵触する。
エレンはウォールマリア奪還には必要な存在です。
それを一兵団の団長に管理させる方がおかしいだろう。
だが、君は自分の考えに固執した。
I mean, so far that plan has worked out decently.
関わったディモリーブスの口を封じてな。
Oh
これ
god.
はもはや反逆だ。
ピクシス司令。駐屯兵団と調査兵団は前線で命を張る者同士、親密な関係を築いておったようだな。
Oh my god, don't go after Pixis now too.
すると思われるのは心外ですな。人同士の殺し合いほど愚かな話はない。この狭い人のように一度火を放てば燃え尽くすまでそう時間はかからんでしょう。調査兵団がその火種となるなら今のうちに消すべきでしょう。何より巨人が壁を破ってきた際、人があまり残っとらんようじゃ巨人に呆れられてしまいましょうぞ。
では
This
協議
guy.
に入る。
They just get to decide?
このまま終わらせるつもりか。
I mean, surely he has some type of plan together with Pixis, right? That's what he said too, so...
では、陛下の名のもと、判決を言い渡す。
That king is not saying a goddamn word.
死刑に処す。
What a surprise.
これでいいのか、エルヴィン。
How is this gonna end, dude? That's just all that I want to know at this point.
お前、これで。
What?
突如出現した超大型巨人および鎧の
Really?
カラネスクの扉は2つとも破壊されました。現在
Oh
東
god,
区に避
okay.
難する住民が押し寄せてきています。
東区に集結させ。
Well, that came right in time, I guess.
シーナに誘導せよ。みんな急げ。住民の避難が最優先じゃ。はっ、ダメだ。ウォールシーナの扉を全て閉鎖せよ。
Oh god.
それはウォールローゼの住民を
They don't give a fuck about those dudes.
見殺しにするとのご判断でしょうか。
先ほどその者が言った通り、内戦が始まるだけだ。中央政府が機能しなくなる恐れもある。そうなれば終わりだ。
I mean, I'm literally trying to think
まさかこのような時に
if in some way they could have known that this was gonna happen now at this moment, but I
見つかっているのだ。
can't see why they would.
受け止めるまでここで持ちこたえればいい。レイス教さえ戻れば。
やるしかない。
Yo, I'm gonna need that king guy to say something for a change.
早く動け。王政への反逆罪となるぞ。
Oh, are they gonna just go with their own plan?
何？
Nani?
扉の閉鎖は阻止させてもらう。
すまん。
私も加勢しよう。
Oh, wait, who's saying that?
彼らの判断は意外だったかの。ザックレ総統。
Who is this guy then? That's, I mean, that's the guy that we saw in like season 1, right?
先ほどの報告は誤報です。
False alarm?
首謀者ならわしじゃ。
Oh, did they literally just say that to get their reaction?
憲兵の大半はどこかへ出払っておるようですな。それを幸いと言うべきか。
どういうことだ。
あなた方にも同調していないと。わしはこのエルヴィンと同じ思いを持ちながらも、 結局はあなた方政府に任せる方が人類のためになるのではという迷いがあった。もしあなた方がより多くの人類を救えるのであればエルヴィンを処刑台に送っても良いと思ってるんだ。当然場合によってはわしらの首を差し出す覚悟もあった。
This is crazy, dude.
じゃが今あなた方が答えをくれましたわい。多くの命を生かせましょう。
バカなことをここを制圧したからなんだという。
I love this so much. Even though I have no idea, like, the full extent of everything.
足づくのみだぞ。
これはただの脅しではない。クーデターじゃ。
Oh, wow. Yo, that's awesome.
時には王より上官に従うものでな。
そもそも偽の王であればなおのこと我々は真の王を立てるつもりです。
He's still... Yo, is he gonna start, like, turning into a titan or something? I don't know what's gonna happen.
これが本当に
His first reaction is gonna be
あ
crazy.
なた方の先ほどの判断こそ人類憲章第6条違反。
What a hype episode.
起きろホイボリ。
飯か。
What the fuck? What was that reaction? Okay.
エルヴィン、お前の
Is he all there?
嬉しくない。
Oh my god, these twists.
ナイル、人類はより険しい道を。
I thought I was about to be super impressed the moment the king would start talking for a change or whatever, and instead it was the most anticlimactic. Oh god. Is he just kind of being used as a pawn then by them? This show keeps just turning around all the expectations you have in a fantastic way.
目をそらして殺されてからじゃ遅いんだよ。そうですよ。今度巨人に襲撃されたらもう何も残りませんよ。会社も家族も。その前に真実を書きましょうよ。
君たちについても正当防衛ってことで、つまり我々は自由の身だ。
そんなバカな。
This is all of this is so well done.
それから中央憲兵の一部、その親玉とエレン、ヒストリアはまだ別の場所にいる。早いとこ見つけねえと。
それなら手がかりがある。この戦いはそこで終わりにしよう。
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's gonna be what we have to be after next.
先ほど行われたザックレ総統の宣言通り、我々の目的は兵団組織による統治ではありません。振り付けに代わる真の王家から新しい王が立ち、民を導く役割を担うことになるでしょう。
Yeah, they were planning on putting Historia there, right? I mean, they first have to find her again, but...
ピクシス司令の言う通り、今日まで人類を巨人から生きながらえさせた術があります。人類の半数を見殺しにするようであっても、人類が絶滅するより可愛い。
しかし、だったらなぜそうしなかった？
それは
私の理由を言おうか？昔から奴らが気に食わなかったからだ。
は？
ムカつくのだよ。偉そうな奴と偉くないのに偉い奴が。このクーデターが人類にとっていいか悪いかなどには興味がない。年と悪党だろう。しかしそれは君も同じだろう。君は死にたくなかったのだよ。私と同様、人類の命運よりも個人を優先させるほど。次は君が答える番だぞ。
私には夢があります。子供の頃からの夢です。
Yeah, what was that again? That was just, again, to basically get the truth out there, right? Or learn the truth. Because that's what his dad wanted to do.
エルヴィンから託されたレース卿領地の調査報告書がこれだ。中身はほとんど5年前、レース家を襲ったある事件についてだ。とにかく最初からかいつまんで話すと、ロット・レイスという男は領地の主としての評判は悪くなかった。5人の子供を持ち、 特に長女のフリーダは飾らない性格で悲劇は起きた。
Okay, we're getting like backstory for this
世間の混乱
guy.
に乗じた盗賊の襲撃によって村にある唯一の礼拝堂が焼け落ちてしまったんだ。
So these are his like legitimate children?
レイス一家が全員揃って祈りを捧げていた。そしてそれはヒストリアの母親が中央憲兵に殺される数日前の出来事。つまりロットレースは家族を失った直後にヒストリアに接触を図った。それより私が気になったのは礼拝堂が全焼したところにある。礼拝堂は石造りだ。破壊するには相当な時間と労力がいる。盗賊なら取るもん取ってさっさと逃げるべきだろう。それに
Titans
盗賊
or
を見たのはロットレースただ一人。もはやここに巨人の存在がなかったという方が不思議なくらいだ。十分我々が向かう価値があるはずだ。
I have no idea what to make about any of this, man. Is that Mikasa he's thinking about, or what the fuck? Was that like a female version of himself, or what was that? What was that? That was just his voice, wasn't it? Yo, what the fuck is... I don't know what is going on anymore.
私たちが急がないとエレンが食われるかもしれない。
巨人になれる人間を巨人が食べることによってその能力が継承される。エレンはいつどうやって巨人になり誰を食べる
No, he got
能力を
injected,
得たんだ。
Armin. Right? Like that's I mean that's I assume that's what gave him the powers. Oh no, don't
ヒストリア。
Oh, so this is what they were talking about with the bloodline and yo, don't tell me they're on the bad fucking I don't know what to make of all this anymore, man. Let's go to the review, guys. Okay, well, it's nice knowing that these episodes have gone back to being completely overwhelming again. Here I was, just thinking that I started getting a good overview, like I said, about everything that's going on. But then this episode, I didn't even know what this was. Like, there were so many scenes in here that kind of threw me off again, and where I'm like, what the hell is going on? Especially there in the at the very end, of course. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know where to start, man. The one thing that I will point out, because that's what the majority of this episode was, of course, is that it was simply the confrontation between people higher up in the government and stuff, right? And then Erwin and Pixis and that new Zachary, I think it was called, right? Coming in. Well, he's not new, actually. We saw him in season 1 there, I remember, when they were having that hearing over Eren and stuff for the first time, when they learned that he, could turn into a Titan, right? They had that whole, ceremony there going on, or, deciding over his fate and stuff, and he was involved there too, I remember. But, it's so funny, because I love how, I feel like, I don't know when we saw the king for the first time. It might have been episode 1 of season 3. So for these last 5 episodes, I've just been kind of anticipating the moment where the king would start talking, I guess, or really revealing himself, if that makes sense, where we learn more about him. And then now they pull this complete twist on us where it seems like he was literally just a pawn, and he didn't even... I don't know what was wrong with him. I don't know if he was, not mentally all there, or if he was just a very simple guy or something. I don't know, but it's so hilarious how he was just being used as a pawn by those, I guess, 4 guys or whatever there. Yeah, oh my god, they literally were just using him, I guess, and there is really not much more to him at all than we had figured. But, dude, I mean, yeah, I love this episode, though. It was just, overall, was kind of a hype episode. I mean, it's like, hell yeah, let's go, let's actually do this, you know what I mean? I don't even know what to say anymore, man. It's like, yeah, I when they started talking about, the Titans have breached, the second wall or whatever, right? I'm like, well, that's kind of convenient, I guess. I mean... How would that be possible? Surely they couldn't have told Reiner and Bertolt to start doing it at the right convenient time, right? I mean, they're not in contact with these guys or something, right? How the hell is that even possible? And then it turned out, no, it was just literally false alarm. And they were just doing it to get the reaction out of those people. Genius. And I should have probably figured that, but in the moment, it's just like, man, so much stuff is going on again. And that just counts for the series as a whole. And I've repeated this way too many times now. But yeah, I think actually I was thinking about recording the next episode already after this. But I think like I'm just going to kind of let this all settle in for a little bit and for me to kind of go over everything, maybe even watch the episode a second time, because I feel like you sometimes really need to be processing this stuff much more than you could on just simply watching it for the first time. So we have a couple of scenes there near the end, and I'm just completely confused as to what it is we actually saw. You know, they started talking about, the Rice family, their bloodline, there's something about it, right? There was that thing with their family that actually got killed by bandits, but then the building, I don't know what it was, a chapel or something, or what did they say? The building was like destroyed. How is that possible, right? I mean, these bandits couldn't have done that. So Titans must have been involved in some way, right? What is with this? What is with that bloodline? Then we see Eren being locked up in this very strange ice type of place. So I don't know what it was. We see a scene there. That was just completely a what the fuck moment. But we see a girl that's like brushing her hair, and the girl I think is just the female version of Eren. I have no idea what to make of that. The reason I say so is because I guess it kind of looks like Eren. And yeah, like it was just like Eren was waking up from a dream or something there, right? And this girl seemed to share his voice too. So I think it's a female version of himself for some reason. No idea what to make of that. Yeah, and then what we actually see there at the very end is that Historia, she is not locked up, and she is about to walk to him. And clearly that has to do with the fact that, like, okay, it is indeed something to do with that bloodline, I guess. But what does that mean? Does that mean that they are actually then behind it all in a way? Or man, I wish I knew what to make of it, but I don't whatsoever. I find it interesting actually how Armin was talking. One last thing I could mention: Armin was talking about not being sure how it's possible that Eren even had this power in the first place, because who would he have eaten, right? But did Armin not know about? I guess Eren never told him about his memories that he had of being vaccinated there by his dad, right? Or injected or whatever. Because I'm sure, I mean, that's the reason why he could turn into a Titan and back into a human, right? It's because of that, I think. I actually, funnily enough, not too long ago, like maybe a week or so, I actually went back to the first episode, because to the second episode, I think it was. People did tell me that I could do that without really being at risk for like getting things now that would happen in the future. And I watched that whole scene again with his dad, where he had those like weird. It's so strange, man. But Eren just at some point had these weird flashback sort of memories, and he remembered a time where that happened, where his dad had then injected him, but that was still after his mom had died. Eren mentioned something there about like, Dad, you went insane after mom died or something, right? But then at the same time, I feel like in the show, supposedly Eren never really got back together with his dad after his mom died. So when had that moment even happened? It's so weird. Like Eren is clearly, there have been moments where he was not aware even of what was happening or something, right? Or he, I guess, gaps in his memory literally or something like that. All that is to say, guys, is that I talked about at the beginning of this episode, like, oh, it's nice that, you know, things are kind of pretty clear at the moment, and I feel like I have a good sense of what's going on, a good overview. Right now, all of that can be thrown out of the window, and I'm back to being my good old self watching this show, being completely overwhelmed and confused with what the hell we saw. I'm going to be thinking over all of this again, like for the next day or so. Then I'm going to simply get going with the next episode, because this is going to be quite a lot to process. Nonetheless, I hope you all enjoyed my reaction to this episode. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, of course. And if you enjoy my reactions, you can already watch the next 5 episodes over on Patreon. It's linked on top of the description. You can check out my OVA reactions over there. A couple of other cool exclusive videos, full-length reactions if you want to watch the entire episodes along with me. We even have a little Discord community, of course. So if you want to talk about the last season with people over there in my community, then definitely make sure you check out the Patreon. A lot of stuff there for you to check out. So with that being said, I want to thank you a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.